Hello again everybody, this is Amergan and you're very welcome back to another Star Trek Fleet Command. So I'm jumping in here guys because in 2 minutes this event is going to end. We're currently in a ceasefire situation until the end of this event with RUG. I've heard word just a little time ago that that ceasefire is supposed to remain in place. It remains to be seen whether RUG will adhere to that, even some guys on our side I suppose. But right now when this event ends, that will tell the story as to whether we're going to be facing aggression going forward. So we're just going to count down this timer on the event. We're going to take a quick look in a second here at where I'm likely going to place, and I'm going to try and squeeze the last little bit out of these 3 miners that I have out mining. I'd want to get them home quickly because they're sitting on quite a bit of resources from mining repeatedly in the same spot while this ceasefire's been in place, so I don't want them ships to get hit. So 62, rank 62. Let's see how far we are behind 61. Doesn't really matter. We need to get into the top 50 if we're to improve the rewards. So 50th place. Almost 3 million. So if I could hit 3 million, so I basically need 500,000, 442,000. That's 45k in resources, so I'm not going to make that to improve these rewards, but possibly takes 61st place. Not that it matters. We'll get out here and get ready to pull these miners in, squeeze the last little bit of resources out of them by doing this. And there we are. So I doubt that changed my position much. So there's that event over. So our alliance ranked in first place. Not a bad set of rewards. Some people complaining about it. It could be better. That's going to unlock Kirk for me, so I'm gonna do that now when I collect these. So generally speaking, a nice little haul of Latinum out of that overall. So let's go into the officers and finally get Kirk, pair him up with Spock on the bridge of a ship. And when I say Kirk, I obviously mean the Epic Kirk. So there he is. That's the man himself. Now I can level him up with a little bit of officer EXP when there's an officer event coming on. And it may be that we could be facing an officer event in an hour or so when those two are over. So we'll take a quick look just in at Kirk's abilities. Somewhat better than the Choki. I don't know why Crass is reading as new there, because I've had him for a while. So is Helvia. Same story. A few of these guys are reading as new on me, and that's not the case. I've raised this in a ticket with support, and they diverted away from the real complaint, which was mission progress being reset on me, showing them the screenshots of all of my missions showing as new and nothing being done on them, and a bit of progress that I had being reset. And I mentioned that the same thing had happened with those officers as you've seen there, but that the officers weren't reset, and their response was to completely ignore the missions and say there's nothing they can do about them, but they'd like to know more about the officers, something that I have absolutely no issue with, except it being a pain in the arse that you have to just click on them to get rid of that flashing new sign, which is no big deal. So Kirk, let's take a look. As long as the shipper's morale, okay, 40% stat boost, and at the beginning of the round is 50-50 chance of inspiring morale for 2 rounds. So we're gonna stick him on the bridge of my Centurion when I call these ships back. So I'm gonna get all these in and get all the resources that's in them home. So you can see there I'm sitting on gas of 100,000 gas on that one, 25,000 titanium on that one, and 56,000 crystal on that one. And I had been mining ore, a little bit of ore with that the titanium miner at the helm, just to get the last little bit out of the event when a mine came free. So I will be back in a couple of moments, guys, when that first ship arrives home. So I'm back, guys. This ship is nearly home, and just spotted a ROG player going and hitting somebody on this empty mine here. There was somebody on that mine. I didn't get to see who it was, but presumably he's not out to hit our guys, because Batfink is sitting there. He's one of our guys there in the purple. So I'm just curious as to who that was he hit. There's Klingons coming in to hit him. Okay, so that ship is nearly home. And we'll change it to the Centurion. Hopefully we'll have Spock available as well. Now, we're going to have to wait for a few moments on Spock to return. Just mess about for a wee second until Spock gets back. Now, an interesting thing, guys, some of you will notice that Chekhov is never put in the game. Presumably this guy is his replacement. Not home yet. Okay, so let's throw Spock out onto the bridge. If I can find him. There we go. Okay, so let's now mess about with who is a good partner in that third slot. I'm thinking Bones. Let's drop in the health. Her seems to be the best bet at the moment. Don't know why Vixus is flashing up there with a wee synergy icon. So I'm going to go out and test this ship now in a wee second, just to see the battle log on it and see how quickly and how often those abilities kick in. So I should have a daily. 5 hostile ships level 26 or higher. I'm pretty certain I've seen hostiles in these systems before. There we go. We'll go for a couple of level 27s if we can't see the 26s in Nasturta. Okay. I'm going to go here, guys, and kill explorer types with this explorer. And once again, I will be back in a couple of moments when that ship arrives. Okay guys, so I'm back, and as expected the Federation are after me. So we're going to give him the slip and head over this way. And look for some level 26s up this end of the system. There we go, that'll do nicely. So we just need 5 to complete that daily, so we'll do 5 and take a look at the battle log for Kirk's abilities and see how he works there with Spock. Just lead him away from the direction I'm gonna go, which is over here. You can see my shield is hardly damaged there. I'll escape this hostile, he's a bit close. So once I've defeated this, I'll send this ship down to the bottom end of the system and take a look at the battle log. There's 3 battle logs to look at. I'll take a flick through these, and they're giving off titanium as well. Okay, so the percentage chance is still a bit bugged there. You can see then the one below, 80% to all officer stats when the ship has morale kicked in. Illogical kicked in. And that's quite hefty damage, 75k, 45k. 1 round, gone. This one. Again, 1 round, and he's gone. And the same for that, except only Uhura's ability kicked in there. Let's now see how she fares against a 27. Temporarily send the ship up here out of the way and take a look at this. Again, 1 round. No Kirk ability kicking in, but minimal damage to that ship. So you could sit farming these probably all day, guys, in this Centurion. Now arguably them Enterprise crew officers may not be ideal for an interceptor, but certainly for repair costs the interceptor would be favourable should you just be out generally farming. But we'll complete this with the 5 for now. I may come back to this myself later. And that should illustrate for you guys Kirk's ability. We'll take a last look at that battle log and see if it kicked in again. So it kicked in, the 50% seems to be accurate. I think it kicked in 2 out of 2. Oh, sorry, 2 out of 4. Again, 1 round. So it kicked in 2 out of 5 times. I'm going to kill 1 more just for the fun of it. And see if Kirk's ability kicks in this time, which would make it 50-50. Okay, so that's more like 30% of the time. See that faction ship after me? I might let it hit me, or I might just sneak out from under his nose. So that's it from me, guys. I'll leave you with a couple of shots of the hits that have happened just prior to the ceasefire that was called on this mining event. Hope all you guys done well in the mining event as well. There's been some criticisms of it in terms of the difficulty of getting into that top 100, but my advice to any of you guys is take your time at it. Persistence is key here. I haven't spent a lot of money on this game. It's really been time and effort and good fun with the community. So if you have a decent server and your alliance and your server isn't too toxic, and you can have a bit of fun and keep at it, to log in a couple of times a day and do your dailies and whatever, after a period of time you'll start to notice the difference. So that's the best advice I can give anybody who feels that they're not ranking or they're not getting there just yet. It can be very frustrating when you're seeing people who start at a similar time to you, paying an awful lot of money to fast track. But trust me, guys, the way things are right now, none of them guys could touch any of the heavy hitters on our server. Doesn't matter how much money they've spent. So let's hope server v server comes in soon, so that we can put that to the test and see if I can be proven wrong on that. I challenge anybody who is on any other server, level 30 plus, to see what they're made of should we be faced with a server v server option in the future. So I'm going to leave you with that thought, guys, and a couple of shots of some of the hits that I took just before the ceasefire was called. So until the next time, appreciate you all watching. Everybody take care of yourselves. Don't forget to check out my Twitch. I'll be doing random streams every so often on Twitch. If you want the notifications for that, follow me on Twitter. I'll try to get the notifications up on Twitter, and yeah, I'll catch all of you guys again shortly. Thanks for watching. Cheers.